You're here because you want more leads for your business, but you don't want to rely on a marketing agency or lead gen agency or outsource all of it and pay all of your profits to someone else. That's exactly what we're going to go into right now. And I'm going to make a bold claim right at the start of this video before I stop yapping and teach you exactly how we're going to do it. And that is that you are either going to leave by the end of this with next steps, an empowered direction on how to do this yourself, or you're going to have the option to jump in and actually run through with us so that we can teach you how to do this properly, all the way, every little step-by-step instance, right? This free training will get you exactly where you need to be, no matter the outcome. So without further ado, let's jump into this computer. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to see. Let's go. All right, so here it is. Most people rely on lead gen agencies to get all of their work because you go out on your own and you're fantastic at being a tradesman or starting your business or whatever it may be, except you have no idea how to actually get customers to come to you. You know how you're going to deliver it, you know that you can solve their problem, but you don't know how to get this massive influx of customers. Fill out your calendars, all of that. So you rely on outsourcing lead gen agencies or whatever, people screaming at you saying, oh, I can get you unlimited leads. And they can, they really can. But how about if you just did it for yourself? What if I just showed you exactly how to do it for yourself? So that A, your business owns it and you can literally turn it on and make money. You can go on holiday and if you don't want to do anything, you can turn it off and you'll still likely make money. But you have the power. You can also dial it up so that you can get as much jobs as you want. And if you're getting too busy, you can dial it down to reduce the amount of customers coming in, right? I'm not giving you more leads. I'm not giving you anything you have to pay for. I'm not giving you a retainer. What I'm giving you is a solution for your business, one that you haven't come across yet because you are excellent at this and this is what you were taught to do, whereas I know how to do this. So now I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Why am I going to show you how to do it? Because A, I like to help you because I have been in your position before. I also am a tradesman. I have run a trade business of my own, and my sole goal was to never, ever, ever rely on anyone for my work. That means contracts, subcontracts, or anything. That meant building an actual brand around my business so that we had consistent customers always, always, always coming in. So I spent my years learning things like systems, automations, online marketing, advertising, so on and so forth, you name it. I've learned it, and now I'm going to teach it to you. So the first thing to note is we're going to run some ads, right? Facebook and Instagram ads, bang, and that's going to get you customers. If you don't want to spend money on ads, you can do the classic like Facebook group, outreach, sending emails, setting up your Google page, hoping that traffic comes. These things will work, but this right here, putting money into advertising is going to return you triple your money, right? At a minimum. Like, it's not hard to do this. The reason I say and promise this is because when you spend money on Facebook and Instagram advertising, right, it is in their best interest to get you customers using their algorithms and their trillions of data points on people because they know exactly, like they know before you're going to have a child what you're going to call the child. Like maybe not that far, but they know everything because that's what they do. They collect data on people. So they are in best interest to take your money and return you more money so you in turn give them more money to return you more money. You see the cycle, right? And the more money you make and the more you want to scale, the more people you put on, the more money you're going to give to them. So they're just making money by giving you customers. That's their job. That's their platform. That's their business model, right? So this is very simple. How are we going to do this? We're going to set up and we're going to run ads on Facebook and Instagram because that's where your customers are sitting. They're sitting there scrolling, looking at cat videos and all this other bullshit. You're going to show up instead of a cat video just once. And then they're going to be like, okay, cool. I thought that looked pretty cool. I kind of do want some lighting in my house. I kind of do want this bathroom renovation. I kind of do want that. And then they're thinking about it. But then what's going to happen is the next time they're scrolling, boom, there you are again. Hey, oh, you know what? Geez, now I really kind of want it. I wonder what's on there. They're going to click the button. They're going to come through to you. You're going to teach them more stuff. You're going to maybe get their contact information so that you can teach them more stuff again through like some follow-up or sending them a quote or whatever. And all of a sudden, you're in their ecosystem. All of a sudden, you're now a part of their life. So here's your customer. Originally had no idea. They were just scrolling. And now they're like, ooh, look, here's an idea. That is a thinking bubble. They're like, oh, here's an idea. I do want that. And we're going to use human psychology techniques so that you show up on their phone screen consistently, hitting different angles, right? Because then they're going to go through things like, oh, do I trust these people? Don't worry about it. We've already got an ad set up to say, you can trust us. Then they're like, oh, what color do I need? Or what kind of light do I need? Or, you know, what toilet do I want? And then we've already got that ad set up saying, hey, here's how you can decide what you want. Here's a checklist to check out what you want, right? Either way, anything that they think of, we're showing up for. Do you know why? Because we know. And if we don't know and we haven't solved it, they're going to call and they're going to say, hey, do we have this information, or do we have this, or what's the cost for this, or, can I trust you guys? Whatever it is, note down all of these questions, and then we put them into ads, and then boom, we're going to show up on the next customer's screen, and now they don't have to call us. And then boom, every single time, it's just like show up. All of these questions that you get on the phone, show up. And then this time, you don't have to spend a second on the phone answering questions. You don't have to spend a second doing anything, because your advertising is literally selling these customers on your services, making you the trusted professional before you even do anything. Like, you're literally, all you've done is put some of your profits back into this advertising, and then Facebook's like, boom, 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 and this customer's just like, well, you know what? I'm going to spend my money. And then you collect the money, spend a bit more on advertising, Facebook wins, you win, customer wins, they get the result, everyone wins. This is what lead gen agencies do. Except probably not as this good, because they don't really care about you. But the basis of it is, you're going to come in, answer all this customer's questions before they even ask them, while they're just sitting on their phone. It's just boom, 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 boom. Everything's answered. You just show up while they're scrolling, and it seems harmless. They don't really think of anything. And all of a sudden, they're like, this guy's the professional. That's some wonky eyes. They're like, this guy or girl is the professional. I trust them. They've given me all this information. I trust them on my house. I've seen their reviews. I've seen this. I've seen their videos. I've seen their photos. Little did they know, we just made sure that they showed up in front of them without doing anything, just spending money and putting the right ads in front of them, right? So how do we do the ads? How are we going to do this, right? We have, first off, if you're just starting and you just want some customers, we have what's called cold advertising. And this is going to bring in all of these customers into what we call a funnel, right? Now, we call it a funnel because at the top, we flood them. Just flood all of these customers in. And this is just attracting people with a dream idea. So say they want something like TV wall mounting, right? We're going to show them the dream idea, right? Say they want something like pendant lighting over their kitchen bench. We're going to show them the dream idea. And they're like, oh, dude, I was just thinking about that. That's exactly what I wanted, right? And then they're going to click on your shit, and they're going to come through, and you're just going to show up and say like, oh, did you imagine this dream thing, whatever, rah, rah, rah. We'll show you how to do this properly. But did you imagine all of this? And then we just keep doing it for each instance. And it's just like, yep, boom, boom. And they're like, you know what? We build the story in their mind, and they're like, oh yeah, actually, I did think of that. Get a quote. Boom. Now you're getting a quote, right? And then this is where the funnel theory comes in, because now you've got a couple of people in here getting quotes. Well, your ads are still out there collecting more and more people to come into this, and then we're getting people getting quotes, right? And then all we need to do is convert those customers. We say, yep, here it is. They've gotten the quote. They're like, yep, I want to book in. Boom, 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 right? All these customers that are sitting in here, all we're doing is we're going to hit them with retargeting ads. Don't get overwhelmed, because we'll show you how to do this, which is all the different things like, oh, can I trust these people? I wonder what type of light I need. I wonder what color's the best. What measurements do I need? Where can I go for this? And we're just hitting these guys, just smashing them with more and more and more. All those common questions that you were getting on the phone, we just answer. Wow, my computer's lagging. And turning them into customers. That's it. That's all we're doing. That's how we do it. Now, I obviously don't have time to run you through the entire structure step by step, but what I want to do is actually show you how to do that on the next page. So if you are someone who actually wants to take this into your own hands, learn how to set up your own advertising so you don't have to rely on marketing agencies, and have the option that if it gets too overwhelming and you can't do it or you're not seeing results, have the option to talk to someone, have someone take care of it for you. We've got you covered. Come in here and you can learn absolutely everything. All you need is this ads one right here, which it goes into absolute depth on how to set up ads, how to set up offers, how to get reviews after your jobs, how to go through the ads manager, all the walkthrough, everything that you need, how to do retargeting ads, cold ad setups. We've got ChatGPT prompts so that you don't even have to do the copywriting, how to create video creative, how to create image creative, how to get your guys on site or girls on site, taking that creative. We have advanced marketing techniques if you want to go further, how to do your social media, landing pages, websites, your experience, your services. Plus, if you want to go even deeper, we can automate the quoting later on once you start getting too much. Everything's in here. And we also have a community where you can chop it up with the guys and or us if you need to ask any questions to figure anything out. And we also have weekly live chats where you can jump in and talk to us about what you've got going on and we'll solve it for you. Any of your problems, any of your obstacles, if you have any mindsets or any doubts, we've got them all covered here. We have over 30 modules on just your mindset and just your doubts, right? We solve everything for you so that you can release the grip on your marketing agency. You can get your own leads, build your own business. We'll take you from A, wherever you are right now, to B, the dream life that you desired when you first started your business. It is possible. We've got the most direct path to get you there, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So there's a link down below the video. Click on that and we'll take you straight there, and you can start getting leads as early as today. I'll see you there.